Alright, so I actually managed to do the power configuration off screen before. God, everyone always talks like right as I'm starting to talk. Anyway, looks like well, not too big of a mess. But what was cool is I was actually able to use the fusion reactor from the Wasteland Workshop DLC, and that now powers everything at my settlement. Like, powers the teleporter, it powers both, or all of my missile turrets. So that's just beautiful because it just like sits here in the back and it lets off 100 things or 100 units of power, and it just powers everything. And I don't even have to add fusion cores to it. It just looks like there is one there. So that's beautiful. So I don't think, do I have to talk to Tinker Tom?
Business.
Okay, I don't have to talk to Tinker Tom. We have to. Actually, I guess Desdemona's here. Where is Desdemona?
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
What? Desdemona. It's telling me it's. Oh, did she? I swear to God, if she glitched up somewhere, I'm gonna be super mad. Oh wait, no, there she is. Thank God for indicators. Hey, Des, what's up?
Status report.
What?
The Institute is a huge unknown. Before we can
So it was
make
like
any plans,
status
we need to do
report,
something.
and then it flipped
What
me
I'm about
around
to
to
tell
where
you
she
is
wasn't.
the most closely guarded secret the railroad has. It's time you learn about Patriot.
Patriot? Seriously. Who chooses these code names anyway?
Your sarcasm is noted. There's a man, or woman, we're not sure, inside the Institute who helps synths escape to freedom. Dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. We've never had a way to contact him, so we gave him the code name, Patriot. If your plan works, and you're able to get inside the Institute, we need you to make contact.
I can't do that. I need to find my son.
I'm confident you can find a way to do both. I leave it to your discretion. Tom's encrypted a message for Patriot's eyes only. Once he sees it, he'll contact you. Until you make contact, and probably after, you need to stay in their good graces. You need to infiltrate them. Can you do that? Can you be our agent on the inside?
Bring it
Let's
on.
do it.
You can do this. I believe in you. Stand on the platform and I'll give you the holotape. Just plug it into any Institute terminal and wait for the reply. Tom, talk to me.
She was like, talk to me, like she's anywhere near where he is.
You know who doesn't make the same mistake twice. Come back when you can.
You're talking to me like you're you're over here. That's so random. It's like this place is just so weird because like every time I'm here, everyone who's here talks at the exact same time. Okay, yeah, this doesn't look that bad. It's just funny that like everything is connected to this.
Could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
Okay. So, I guess we're ready to go to the Institute. Are we talking to Tinker Tom? Is that what we're doing? No, we're using the signal interceptor. And we got our shotgun. And the power armor's unequipped, so I'm not gonna like do all the dialogue and
We got activity
power armor
there.
over there.
Not sure how long before it peaks.
The Institute is a huge unknown. Before we can make any plans, you need to do something. What I'm about to tell you is the most closely guarded secret.
You
the
literally
railroad
just
has.
okay, shut up.
It's time you learn about Patriot.
Oh my
Patriot?
God, we already did this
There's
dialogue.
dozens
I don't
of-
care. I don't
Okay.
care. I'll do my best.
I'll do my best.
Tom's encrypt. Until
Blah
you
blah
make
blah.
Can you do that?
Serious? Okay, I guess we're getting more likes for
Bring
that.
it on.
You can do this. Stand on the platform.
Yes.
Tom, talk to me.
Booting up the scan sequence.
That was so weird.
Cut a few
We
corners
just
with the
did
scan.
that dialogue sequence. Random. Okay, good. I
I've
can't
never
wait. There we
lost
go.
anyone before. This failure is new to me.
Thank you for adding to that, Ada.
So
That's so
stand
random.
still. We gotta lock in all those molecules of yours. Hopefully we won't miss any. There's only, 60 trillion of them. All right, feeding our baby some juice. Let's see what she's got.
Take this holotape. You need it to contact Patriot.
Oh, man, don't worry. That's all part of the plan.
Tom,
That's-
do whatever you can to gain their trust. Lie. Tell them what they want to hear. Make up a cover story and sell it.
Come on, I think I got it. Establishing lock on the Institute signal.
Just get all the information you can.
I don't like that one of the
About
parts
synths,
of the teleporter is
about the
wagging
Institute's
around.
plans. Find their weaknesses. If we can disable or destroy the Institute, we may have to do it. You jack that holotape into any terminal, and Patriot will make contact. He has to.
Got the RL. We got it.
Find a way to save them. Nobody else can.
Now.
That was weirdly out of sequence, but okay. And for some reason, there's blood on my screen. That's not eerie at all. Okay, so we're here. And my companion is not, which makes me sad. Because she's not going to be able to contribute anything to this quest. That sucks. Okay. So I have the holotape, right? Load the... There it is. Advanced Systems Maintenance Room. Okay, well, we're gonna go do that in a bit. Wait. So yeah, that was where I came from. Okay, onward.
Hello.
Hello?
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Okie dokie. Okay, I guess it's just gonna automatically go on its own.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us.
I got thoughts.
I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
And just in case I don't, I have a gun.
Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
You, my friend, have a talent for understatement.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
I realize I look very different from how you remember me back when I was just a housewife.
Sean, it's me. I'm your mom.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, Daddy's gone, but I'm here. Mommy's here now.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. Mommy's here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your mother. To talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
It's super funny when I did this quest like the first time
Sean.
around with
S923
with power
recall
armor
code.
on, and like I was doing that sort of
Serious.
hunched over begging pose in power armor, and it just like was glitching
Fascinating,
out and looked
but
weird.
disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
I like that they put like extra emotion into this scene with like different facial poses they don't use in the rest of the game.
God. All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly to stressful environments. But I need you to realize that
That was
this
random, and now the dialogue is
situation
gone.
is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far
Why did that?
and suffered
Why
a
did
great
that
deal
happen?
to find your
That
son.
was random, Skippy. Sorry.
Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Bullshit!
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. It wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you?
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Why would you say that? That's so weird and creepy. It's like, oh, hey, the fucking synths are part of my family too. Like, that's just like, how is that? Look at this woman. She's got that angry look on her face. She's not gonna want to hear that shit right now.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your father. He never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to him was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Huh. I never actually listened to that line of dialogue the last time I did this, where it's just like, he actually wanted us to defeat Kellogg to get rid of him, just because, like, yeah, I mean, he was the one who initially kidnapped him, and it ultimately led to this, but I mean, he still...
This really is a matter of importance.
Oh, God, like, I'm talking, boy. Alright. Fine,
So,
let's do something else.
you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They need your help, Sean. It's rough up there, to say the least.
Oh, we've tried that. Surprised? The Institute once tried to help create a stabilized Commonwealth government. It ended in bickering, infighting. It was a disaster. No. We look after our own now. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
Do you think I've had a hard time in the Commonwealth? Look at me, I'm in full armor. Except for my head, but whatever. My head doesn't need protection. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
You know, Sean actually had me convinced that I might do the Institute ending this time around, but then he said that the Institute's the only place worth being, and I'm just like, that's fucking gross, and I'm probably not gonna team up with you, even though you're my son. I don't care. Give me all this stuff. I'll take your tweezers. Yeah, I'll take that too. Oh right, we're gonna do the meeting the people and shit. Okay. That, was it this way, I think? Alright, how do I get over there? Alright, before I forget to level up, let's do that. Because I keep forgetting. Right, more agility. Just so I can get more VATS. Okay, cool. Yeah, because just like, I don't know, like, I just, I hate that, like, arrogant attitude of, like, you know, nothing else is worth saving. I mean, I get the whole, you know, we only look out for our own just because, like, yeah, it went like shit the first time, but I don't know. I've grown, given that I have, like, what? I have Piper, Curie, and soon Kate. Like, I have
Almost
people
done.
I like in the Institute.
Need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also,
Okay, well, let's
if
go
you
meet
haven't
people.
patched your navigation software,
Right,
do
this
so
way.
after this meeting.
Alright, we gotta go
Last thing
meet
we
what's his
need
face,
is
huh?
more synths.
Oh yeah, let's go do that quest line first. Let's go meet Patriot before we do anything else. That's what we're steering towards anyway. So let's do that.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request
Hey,
to the bioscience.
it's me. So you're the one who sent the encrypted message. How did you even do that? I wasn't sure anyone on the surface would have a chance to crack Trinity. You know, the encryption algorithm.
That supplement is no longer available.
Useless.
A friend named Tinker Tom cracked your encryption.
He must have had some serious hardware to pull that off. Wow, your message was only one word. Friend. What did you mean by that?
The Railroad's in the business of helping synths too. That makes us friends.
What? The railroad? As in the railroad? I kept sending synths to the surface hoping someone would help them. I hoped the railroad got to some of them, but I never knew for certain.
You've saved a lot of synths.
So much to take in. But wait, with you in the picture, I have this idea. To rescue a lot of synths at once. But we'll need help. Where's he working now? Right. Let's go to the West Atrium. Probably best to talk about something else right now.
Oh, let's take
You
all
know
this.
my father thinks it's a living hell on the surface. But that can't be right. Heck, you look positively normal to me. No
That's
offense.
I look normal? Normal?
I'm not sure if we could ever make the surface actually a decent place to live. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't at least try to help, you know?
Give me all this stuff. Gimme, come on. There we go. Any other stuff? Oh, hey, I can take all this. Just like rob the Institute. They don't even. Oh, hey, high-powered microscope. That's pretty boss. All right, so let's go talk to whatever his. Oh yeah, this dude up here. Right over here.
Good. He's here. C-114. It's me.
Sir, do you require something?
It's okay, Z-1. She's a friend. She's with the railroad.
Meeting
That
here
was
is
the
dangerous.
weirdest camera panning
You being
ever.
A stranger. You. How do I know we can trust you?
Because the members of the railroad have dedicated their lives to fight for your freedom.
I thought only Mr. Benet cared. But your friends actually fight for us?
That's what the railroad does, Z-1. She's from the surface.
I've never met another human willing to help. But, sir, we must make this quick.
Right now, how many synths want to escape, Z-1?
The ones I know for certain? 13.
That'll take forever. Let's free those 13 all in one go.
I would do anything for my people. But how do we get them to the teleporter? It's no good. The old maintenance tunnels that lead there are always sealed. By the SRB.
If I can find a way to open those doors, could you get your synths to the teleporter room?
Yes. We'll talk later. Someplace more secure.
Okay, so that's done. What's up, dude?
Liam.
Just a few high security doors, right? Controlled by cutting-edge SRB security tech. Yeah. A head-on hack is the sucker play. So we go at them sideways. You're willing to help, right? I can't do this alone.
Of course.
Of
let's do
course,
it.
I'll help you.
Our core security architecture hasn't fundamentally changed from the old CIT days. The original security program was called Code Defender. Revolutionary stuff. We still have terminals running version 1, mothballed in storage. With some persuasion, I can get an old terminal to interface with the new security terminals. Enough to open doors, at least. Problem is, I can't even crack version 1. So I need a good old-fashioned username and a password. And that's nowhere to be found in the Institute. But if you could get me a pre-war admin password from the surface, I could log right in.
I'll find it for you.
That's great. Unfortunately, the obvious place to look won't work. The CIT ruins were picked clean years ago, but some of the admins had to live off campus. Ask your friends in the railroad. I need those login credentials.
All right. So, I'm gonna end a teensy bit early just because this is probably a good place, and like I've gone through like the giant strings of dialogue that we have to do just to get this stuff started. God, there's so much talking just like in the quest line. Like, I like when it gets to the point where I can just fight. But anyway, now that that's done and we can freely go back and forth from the Institute, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.